What's up, everybody? All right, man. So I just got to the house, finished training, left the gym, got my first meal waiting on me. Of course, it's chicken, rice, and bell pepper. That's what meal one is. I'm going to answer two questions. The first question is, why did I choose Alabama when I left New York? I'm going to answer that after we do the AMC discussion. The AMC question came from my comment box on YouTube. Why is Amazon valued at over $3,000 per share when AMC can't even hold $30 per share? Floats look to be identical. The utilization is identical. From the outside looking in, everything appears to be the same. Why in the world is AMC not worth $3,300 or $400 per share? Here's the answer to that. It's not just supply and demand, it's set price. So fundamentally, you have a company like Amazon to where as the earnings continue to come in, the company will have an evaluation done, and it's either going to be under or overvalued. If it's undervalued, that means people will now be willing to pay more. And if it continues to come in undervalued, people just say, hey, I am now willing to pay more because look, every time quarter earnings report come in, the company's just worth more money. The company is stronger. Therefore, I'm going to want to pay more for this company. All right. A company like AMC, you already know, it is considered overvalued because people are paying a little more per share than fundamentally what the company is worth, because on the books, the company still isn't strong enough. Okay. So if you asked $3,000 right now per share for AMC, you got to have a buyer and a seller. If I'm a seller and I say, okay, I'm selling at $3,000 per share, you're going to sit there and you're going to wait forever, because you ain't going to have no buyers at $3,000 per share, because nobody's that stupid. All right. But of course, Amazon all freaking day, because fundamentally it's just worth it. It's a very strong company. So there's your answer. When will AMC get to the $3,000 per share? When will that supply demand set price happen? It's going to happen on the squeeze. Because as the ticker's going up $300, $400, $500, $600, you now move into set price because people are like, hey, it's squeezing. It's going to $10,000. So now you can do, well, hey, I'm selling at $600. Do I have a buyer? Yes. Hey, well, I'm selling at $800. Do I have a buyer? Yes. Because it's squeezing. So now it's at set price. Amazon is already at set price, and it's going to continue every time an evaluation comes in, every time quarter earnings come in, and every time the company just continues to grow and grow and grow and grow, people are just going to be willing to pay a hell of a lot more. Bottom friggin' line, okay? So let's move on to, why did I choose Alabama? I didn't choose Alabama straight out of the gate. First of all, I moved from New York down south because of my Chippendale show. I wanted to get away from the New York Chippendales, and I wanted my own show. I wanted to own my own show. In order to do that, I could not have territory up north because they control a bunch of states. So what I had to do is I had to pick from Virginia down to Florida over to Texas. That would have been my territory. So I got to choose any of those states. Well, being in a Chippendale show, you're going to be traveling a lot. So you want to be centrally located to the majority of the states that you're going to be traveling to the most. And those states were the Southeast. So first we tried Atlanta, Georgia. Then we went to Memphis, tried living there, it sucked. Tried living in Nashville, it sucked. We tried living in Jackson, Mississippi, it sucked. We tried living in Knoxville, it sucked. We were staying central. You see what I'm saying? I mean, we still traveled to California. We still traveled up into all the mid states, the middle of the country. And but we dominated the Southeast. So when we tried Birmingham, Alabama, we were like, okay, we can still travel quite a bit. Shit, we're only 2 hours from Atlanta. We're going to be 3 hours from Nashville. We're going to be 3 hours from Jackson, Mississippi. 5 hours from Mardi Gras. Just a couple hours to the beach. It was perfect. Plus, it had the best gyms, the best nightclubs, the best nightlife. Everything about it was amazing. Beautiful freaking weather. Holy shit, plus you could get a huge house down here versus New York for pennies, man. Taxes were so much cheaper, just everything about it. And the people were freaking amazing. So when we finally landed in Birmingham, Alabama, it was like done freaking deal. We don't need to see another city or another state. We then began traveling and just killing the Southeast. And once the Chippendales acknowledged our show and said, okay, you're qualified, just go ahead. We're not going to freaking set your vans on fire anymore, because they were doing that shit. We're not going to slash your tires anymore. it was so controlling right out of the gate. Once we got the approval, we then were back to traveling the entire freaking country, doing our thing. Had we have been in Florida, which everybody's like, dude, why didn't you just move to Florida? You can't move to Florida because just to get out of Florida is like 10 freaking hours. So if I'm doing a show in Nashville, Tennessee, just getting out of Florida is going to take me 10 friggin' hours, then another 6. See what I'm saying? 16 hours to get to Nashville, forget about it. Right now I'm 3 hours from Nashville. So we had to plan ourselves very centrally located to where we were going to dominate as a group. And so we only had a couple states to choose from that were dead center, that we could just flee out and boom, boom, target clubs, go on tours and start the tours right without having to spend a lot of money traveling, wasting a lot of freaking time. All right. So it was pure freaking luck, to be honest with you, that we landed in Birmingham and loved it after trying all these different cities. And now I've been here for 20 years. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. It was the best decision of my freaking life, moving to Alabama, Birmingham, Trussville. So, all right, guys, I read the comment box. Ask questions, man, and I'll do videos if they're legit and you've been with me for a while and I know who you are because I keep seeing your name. Now, if you're a douchebag and you're just going to come out of nowhere after you've been hating on me for like ever, Amazon dude, maybe I'll still answer the question. Yeah, the Amazon dude's been hating on me for like ever, but I just answered his question. But that's how I am. I don't hold grudges. Y'all have an awesome freaking afternoon. Doge Warrior out. Shaboom. Peace.